What's up, 12s? Buckle up, because what's going down in Seattle right now could completely change the course of our season. Lumen Field is ready to get back to being that insane madhouse where no team wants to play, but for that to happen, the squad needs to turn the noise from the stands into wins on the field. And check this out, 12s, there's some serious action happening behind the scenes that could flip the script. We're talking a potential trade in the works, a hot new name on the radar, and a defense that's finally taking shape to bring back that fear factor. If all the pieces fall into place now, believe this, sky's the limit for us. This team still has that fire, and when the 12s show up like we always do, magic happens. You can feel it in the air already, something big is brewing. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because this is where passion meets real analysis. Stick with me through the end, because this string of updates could be a game changer for our Seahawks. And trust me, you don't want to miss any of it. Let's kick things off by talking about something that goes way beyond XS and OS, our heart and soul, Lumen Field. It's been our home for over 2 decades, and even though the name has changed a few times, started as Seahawks Stadium, then Quest Field, then CenturyLink, and now Lumen since 2020, its spirit never has. That iconic design? Built to trap and amplify crowd noise. Those partially covered upper decks weren't just for looks, they were engineered to make Lumen one of the loudest places in sports. Guinness World Records even certified it as the loudest stadium on Earth. That's not just pride talking, it's a fact backed by the league and media. It's something that defines us. When people talk about home field advantage in the NFL, Lumen Field is always in the conversation. Opposing quarterbacks dread the trip. False starts? Miscommunications? That's just a regular Sunday in Seattle. Recently, Fox Sports ranked Lumen Field as the 5th most iconic stadium in the NFL. Only Lambeau, Arrowhead, AT&T, and Soldier Field ranked higher, and those places have been around forever. Ours? Barely over 20 years old, and already holding its own with the legends. Fox highlighted how the layout and the intensity of the 12s create a one-of-a-kind atmosphere. The problem is, last year? A brutal 3-6, our worst home record since 2008. And that hurt. That's why Mike McDonald knows reigniting that fire is key to getting back to the playoffs. The stadium's ready. The fans are loyal. Now the team just needs to turn that energy into wins again. And the potential is all there. Speaking of McDonald, let's talk about the new identity of this Seahawks defense. In 2023, we finished 11th in points allowed, 368 total. That's a big step up from 2022, when we ranked 25th. That kind of leap doesn't happen by accident. It's a sign of a system starting to click. Heading into 2025, the bar's even higher. McDonald's scheme is smart, aggressive, and full of wrinkles, and we're seeing a strong mix of young talent and promising additions. Devin Witherspoon is heading into year 3 and should be a cornerstone of the unit. He's explosive, instinctive, and can line up outside or in the slot. And here's a twist that could boost this secondary even more. Pro Football Network's latest mock draft by Max Dorsey has the Hawks using the 47th pick to grab Zeke Berry, a Michigan corner who broke out in 2024 after switching from slot to outside. He'd fit right in, potentially pairing with Rick Woolen while Witherspoon dominates inside, where he's a nightmare for opposing QBs. That kind of trio? It could be a problem for every offense in the NFC. The same mock also has us taking Eli Holstein, the pick quarterback, in the 3rd round, but that's only if Darnold and Jalen Milroe don't pan out. So yeah, there's a backup plan at QB, but all signs point to the defense being the top priority. And honestly, that's the right call. With a solid scheme, speed at all levels, and a head coach who lives and breathes defense, the Seahawks are setting up to bring the boom back. It's early, but you can already see the foundation taking shape. If you're into deep dives and real behind-the-scenes breakdowns straight out of the blue and green heart of Seattle, show some love with a like, subscribe to the channel, and let everyone know you rep the 12s. And stay locked in, because we're just getting started. The next move could be the one that changes everything. Now hold on, because what I'm about to tell you could completely reshape the Seahawks' offensive line, and maybe even shift the direction of the whole season. Yep, I'm talking about a potential trade involving tight end Noah Fant and guard John Simpson from the New York Jets. Before you roll your eyes, let's break it down. Is Fant talented? Sure. But he's also the second highest cap hit on the team at $13.4 million. And honestly, the on-field production hasn't matched the price tag, especially with two other guys making serious waves in camp, rookie Elijah Arroyo and second-year A.J. Barner. And these aren't just depth pieces, they're ready to compete, and they're hungry. Now let's look at the other side, John Simpson. Adding him to our O-line would be a game-changer. In 2024, he logged over 1,000 snaps, gave up only 3 sacks, and earned higher grades in run blocking than pass protection from PFF. And we all know the Seahawks are committed to pounding the rock. Financially, it makes sense too. Simpson's cap hit is just $6.7 million, and Seattle would still save nearly $3 million even if they absorb part of Fant's deal. That's value. Meanwhile, the Jets are hurting at tight end. Tyler Conklin's off to the Chargers, and Jeremy Ruckert, who's got only 35 catches in 3 years, is their top option. Fant would walk in and start day one. Plus, they've got Max Mitchell, who's already played guard, ready to step in for Simpson. This is the kind of move that makes an immediate impact, beefs up the O-line, clears cap space, and helps another team fill a hole. It's smart, bold, and exactly the kind of decision we need right now. It's the sort of front office mindset that turns playoff hopes into playoff runs. So what does all this tell us? The Seahawks are at a crossroads. The stadium is still a fortress, we just have to take advantage of it again. The defense is on the rise with a head coach who knows how to build a wall, and young guys who could turn into stars. And if the front office is willing to take the leap, a trade like this could turn a weakness into a strength. Bottom line, big things are brewing in Seattle. Now it's just about locking the pieces in. The NFC window is wide open. The Niners are strong, but not unbeatable. The Rams are in transition. The Cardinals are still trying to find themselves. That means if Seattle makes the right calls now, we've got every reason to believe. And we've seen what happens when this team gets hot at the right time. So 12s, which one of these updates hit you the hardest? Would you pull the trigger on that trade to shore up the O-line? Do you still believe Lumen Field is that fortress no one wants to mess with? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from you. We're building this team together. And hey, if you want to stay locked in on everything happening with the Seahawks, smash that like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a thing. Let's make some noise and show the power of the 12s. Go Hawks!